Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Mindustry, where these guys have a much farther range than I had envisioned. So I've just been grinding my way through the tech tree, kind of like I said last episode, and I got to a point where every single possibility that I had for, like, the next zone that I could go to was an attack zone. We have Salt Flats, enemy base, Extraction Outpost, enemy base, Fungal Pass, enemy base. Nothing else is unlocked. And then on Eric here, I don't know, I just got bored. Like, that's all. I got bored, so I stopped on Eric here. On Eric here, we've unlocked every single tier 2 unit, Oxide. I think I went through the Oxide blueprint. I don't know if I went through the Oxide blueprint, but it's on the Discord server now, that's for sure. And then over here in the Soltux land, we got the Soltux Reconstructor, so I can now have the tier 2s, which are nice. Not great, but nice. And then we also have this that I'm still working towards that I can't wait to see what it looks like. Low storage capacity for its size, but has a lot of health and probably a really, really cool unit, so that'll be a lot of fun to interact with. Now, these guys I feel like have a range that's a bit too far. What is their range? Size 40 degrees, 12 per second, 40 item capacity, 6 per second, 10 damage, 44 blocks. I was completely missing it. So yeah, no, that's probably 44 blocks. It just feels like a bit much, like they're shooting homing stars from all the way down here. It's crazy. Look at it. I'm loving it though. Oh no, not you guys. Not you guys. You guys stay in repair mode. Yeah, like, look at this. They don't do very high damage, and it takes them a hot second to, like, figure some things out. But, jeez. It does take them a little while to break down walls and stuff, though. That's something I'm definitely noticing here. I do wonder, because I know these, like, vanilla zones kind of like the back of my hand, so I'm wondering if I tell them to go up this way, I'm wondering if they'll be able to shoot up there. They are. That's hilarious. So they'll be able to do some damage, like, ahead of time. They can't quite hit the core, though, so we are going to have to go through, like, the gauntlet, I guess you could call it. Gosh, you three, get down here, prepare. I just want you. I want to see what 3 of these guys can do all on their own against these guys that are incoming here. Pretty good, that's what they can do. They can do pretty good. I feel like pretty good is probably an understatement. I keep forgetting I can die. Like, seriously, I keep forgetting that I can die on Serpilo. I'm so used to being immune. And in all honesty, I'd rather be immune and not be able to shoot, like, enemy forces and stuff, than not be immune. My gosh, they're so loud. Look at them go! That's absolutely ridiculous. Look at them go! They're just tearing this base to shreds from a distance. Okay, but oddly enough, if you, like, aim on something, they get closer. That's odd. That is extremely odd to me. Like, when you tell them to aim at something, they walk closer, despite being perfectly capable of outranging anything without even a second thought. That's wild. Huh. Well, that was fun. I think I'm gonna do one more of these before I call it a night for myself, personally. I might... Well, no, I probably don't even have to do 210. I'm sitting over here like, I could probably do 210 and protect this zone, but with these guys just kind of chilling here, I don't think I have to do that. I think I can just leave them, and they will be, like, a perfect defense force. Look at them! Look how fast they are! Oh, I love the little pitter-pats. Oh, that's amazing. So, I think the next zone that's probably going to be the most high fidelity for us is going to be Salt Flats. So let's head back over to Windswept Islands. Yeah, I showed all this off. I showed off the Tunford stuff. And then let's launch to Salt Flats. Ah, nuts, of course. I need more copper. Alright, give me a second. Honestly, I probably could have found something to talk about for how long that took. That did not take long. At all. Not even a little bit. That barely took any time whatsoever. Okay, so Salt Flats is rough because large base, no water, so no drill boosts. And that's why it's so horrible the entirety of the time. It's really, really difficult the entirety of the time. Now, we do have a little bit of good on our side, and that is the fact that we have all of modded stuff at our disposal. Well, which is super duper nice. Also, it does give us some water extractors, but like not nearly as much as I would like. Also, it gives us like no. So let me just get rid of all of this crap that's like sitting here, and then just make my own stuff, because that's pretty much how I always like to do it, is do my own stuff. Now, like I said, unfortunately, we are in a position in which we honestly even get rid of these two, because they're just getting such an absolute waste to us until we capture the zone and can build them ourselves at least. Also, it doesn't look like Fungal Pass being captured actually gave us anything, which is nice. I'm just gonna make this zone mine really quickly, and then when we're ready to start attacking, I'll bring you guys back in. So give me just one hot second, and I'll be back. Alright, I've kind of updated some things around here and made the place my own, like I was talking about. I am gonna real quick go on ahead and double up my power production, though, because my power production is starting to breach into the negatives a little more often than I would like it to be. I've got a couple of guys here just set on being repair units and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So they're doing good. And I decided to go for a little bit of a different maneuver this time around. I decided to go for the Vetexes because, I don't know, I want some variety, and I think that the modded units are going to be strong enough that they can just kind of do their own thing and be totally fine. Now, I obviously don't want them to follow me into battle. So let's go see how these guys do over here. Oh yeah, no, these will be fine. Get a fire started, like, immediately. Oh, they're shooting at me. I always forget that. Like, seriously, I do. I legitimately just forget it every single time. Now, I'm gonna make this a blueprint, but I'm not gonna share this blueprint because it's gonna be super easy for you guys to just duplicate. own, so I'm not gonna bother going through this trouble. See, it's that simple. Literally that simple. Honestly, I probably could have just designed it where I was going to place it anyway, but why aren't these guys helping me anymore? Because I put them on move? Put them on rebuild. Cool. Now they're all healed up. Let's see. Let's wreak some havoc over. No fires? There we go. That's a fire. Come on. I swear, those things are so annoying. Now, this zone is very heavy on the anti-air. I have no idea if this will actually end up going well. Although it seems to be doing fine if I do like a blitzkrieg like that. I send them in, and then I pull them back out before anyone dies. I feel like that's doing pretty nice. I can't tell if I've lost any yet. I don't know. Let's... I hate that I'm susceptible to damage. Let me just let them wreak some havoc. Oh my gosh, look at them go. Oh, this is amazing. Look at them go. That's awesome. Oh, I just lost 2? I lost 2 there. I lost 2. Dang. These guys are like a knife edge. Just cutting through. Look at that, too. That's a huge fire I just sparked. That is great. I could probably go for this next. Spark a fire there. And then just beam it for the core, probably. Holy cow. Let me go on ahead and make this my repair point. And then these guys are obviously doing a me. And watch this. Gone. In an instant. Ooh, look at that. Oh, destroying the electrical grid just absolutely wreaks some havoc on these guys. Pull them back a little bit again. Do they even have any more power generation? Because the sun is down right now. Which means the solar panels probably aren't going to be providing enough power for them to be operating. The lances, at least. Also, do Lancers no longer target air? Lancers no longer target air! Awesome! Alright, let me go grab my units again. Yep, they're all healed. And honestly, at this point, we can probably just beam for the core here. Oh shit. I got him by proxy. I got him by proxy. Like, I didn't actually directly attack the core, I just landed my shot. Like, the arcing lightning and stuff landed the shot. That's so cool. Oh, that's so awesome. And, you know, I wanna I want to keep going, but I don't have enough time right now. So Future Benji's going to pick up with you guys here in just a second. Hi everyone, Future Benji here, and I am continuing on, obviously on Eric here though, not on Serpulo. We will head back to Serpulo. I've unlocked a couple of spore related things, so now we have oil available to us. We can go to tar fields if we want, but I'm going to continue to steamroll some of the attack zones, like probably coastline, extraction outpost, overgrowth, stuff like that, and hopefully we'll be able to do all of that. But I'm also over here on Eric here, and I have to share this. I have to share this. Like, I have to share this. I'm not going to share my Discord screen, because I don't know if the mod dev would be comfy with that, but I have it up here on my second monitor. And I just want to describe to you how fast something just got fixed. And I don't quite understand it because I don't do mod dev. The code that I do is very scientific related, like equations and shit, not file management. So I don't understand this type of programming. But the Soltux Tier 2 units were breaking upon deployment. They would pop out of their little building here and would just immediately die. So I sent the mod developer a message saying, hey, tier 2 Soltux units break upon deployment. And he was like, we'll fix right now. It was fixed in less than a minute, I swear. Like, fixed and pushed to development in less than 1 minute. So that's absolutely awesome. Mod dev is amazing. I've had nothing but pleasant experiences with this individual so far, and I don't see any reason why that's ever gonna change. So shout out to the mod dev for Exogenesis. You're epic. Game is epic. Modded units are epic. I have very, very, very few complaints about the mod, and I've already made most of them known as we continue along here. Now, one thing that I want to mention just about Eric here in general, and this is true both for modded and vanilla Eric here, units are very, very good for defense. Units are amazing for defense. You shouldn't just use turrets for defensive abilities. You should use a mix of turrets and units as your defensive abilities, because things like the T2 tanks can shoot down projectiles. So can the tier 3 tanks, and I think even the tier 4 tanks can as well. The tier 2 crabs are very nice for this as well. Tier 4 crabs are even better for this, or I guess mechs, I call them crabs, whatever. I'm very interested to see how the coronas do, because they shoot these like balls of plasma out at the enemy, and they don't have like huge range or huge damage or anything like that. Like, they're not, you know, the best unit, but I am a little curious to see how they perform here, and that's kind of what I want to show off. That and how fast that issue got fixed. Those are like the two real things that I want to show off right now before we head back over to Serpulo and we continue along our track in really, really diving into things here. So let's just see like how these guys do overall. Ooh, a bunch of eludes. I can't really tell because the sublimate's like just absolutely demolishing everything. Oh, well. Does not look like they're doing too bad, in all honesty. Let me see if I can get them out of the wall here. Probably if I deconstruct that turret. Alright, give me a hot sec. Alright, here we go. I moved them out just a little bit, and I gave them a wall still, so that they're, you know, protected. And they're not gonna die, like, immediately here. We've got 17 enemies incoming. Some of them are probably flyers, but I have those dealt with. A lot of mechs there. They do decent. They do decent. I don't know how good they would be in, like, building sieges, because they don't have that good of range. Like, these guys have 19 range versus these guys have 15 range. So, I mean, I guess it's not that bad in terms of range, but it's also not, you know, the best in terms of range. I don't know. I think I'll just kind of have them as, like, a supporting unit. They're pretty cheap. They only need silica, vulcanite, and tungsten, and not even a lot of silica, vulcanite, and tungsten at that, so they're pretty cheap. They also don't need hydrogen, so I don't have to muck around with, like, a fluid input to the production building. But, yeah, that's kind of about all that there is to that. These guys are getting absolutely minced up here. I could probably do something to fix that. Oh, I'll do something to fix that off cam, though. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I'm going to go on ahead, finish up here, and then hop back to Serpulo, which will probably end up being a even more future Benji. So yeah, see you in a second. Hi everyone, future Benji here, and there has been a slight update to the mod, as well as the fact that we are at Extraction Outpost. The Genesux core units have been updated and changed. So this is the new Genesux Tier 1 core unit. It no longer has legs, but it does still have collision, so you have to boost to be able to fly. But you can actually fly now, which was one of the main reasons why I didn't end up using this core all that much, was because of the fact that it didn't have the ability to boost, and I like being able to boost over top of my buildings, over top of the terrain, over the top of, like, everything else. So it was a little annoying to not have that. It is still susceptible to fire by turrets and stuff, so that is still a thing. Same thing with the, like, other aerial turrets and stuff when you're boosting and everything like that. So you do still have to be careful. However, it's a little bit better. Now, these units, I did also have to change my keybinds a bit, so I'm still getting used to that. Now, instead of shift drag to select, it's control drag to select. So, yeah. These guys are gonna go straight for my power grid. Oh, nice. Let's just steamroll this level real fast. I still have all 12. Look at that fire raging. This is just epic. Like, seriously, man, look at them go. Those titanium walls are giving them a little bit of a run for their money, though. I am down to 11 now. They do automatically focus fire on turrets, however. That is something that I should definitely mention here. Oh, yeah, this is where we get the launch pads. Oh, that's going to be so good for us. That is, man, that is going to be absolutely amazing for us to have. Look, once they get through the titanium walls, though, it's just no contest. I think they outrange the fuses as well, which is nice. Looks like they do. They do outrange the fuses, which is super nice. The titanium walls are for sure giving them a run for their money, though. Hey, man, look at them go. And the enemy's just demolished immediately. I can't wait to see the higher tier units for these guys, like the tier 3s and 4s and stuff. I think that's going to be absolutely splendid to see. So that unlocks for us the launch pad. Launches batches of items to selected sectors. So I'll definitely be setting up a lot of that off camera. I almost said off screen, and I was like, why would I do it off screen? I'm just gonna do it off camera. Still nothing new. I went back to some of the other zones, which is why I have Terrillium and stuff, and Lumionite and everything. I haven't actually unlocked those, and that's still Eric here. So I think we head back to Stained Mountains, which is where I have a lot of resources, and then last one to kind of call it a day here, we're gonna go for Overgrowth and try to get this taken down. So I'll set everything up, and then we'll steamroll. I'll be back. Alright, I think it's about time. I'm going with an aerial-based unit this time around. So this will be a little bit interesting to kind of see how they handle things. And I'm going to come in from the bottom, just for funsies. They're already doing pretty good. That surge lightning is just absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna go on ahead and pull them back real quick to heal. And grab 2 more. Oh. No, I don't want the polys. I don't care about the poly. The polys can stay and do their own. Also, I just have a little bit of a turret base thing and a couple of anti-air units, or anti-air turrets rather. Gosh, they're so loud. Look at it, man. Look at him go. That is absolute craziness. I'm gonna go up here and take out this installation just to be thorough. I realize I could probably just rush the core right now, but I'd rather take my time and be a little more thorough with things here. Now, because of my key bindings, I do have to, like, roll my pinky so I can hold shift and control at the same time, but 1,000,000% worth it here. Like, watch this. Absolutely demolished that wave without even a second thought. Oh goodness. Pull out, pull out, pull back, pull back. Woof! We lost a lot of units right there. Alright, I'm gonna build up my forces again, and then we'll make one final push for the core. I think it's mainly a result of, honestly, probably the salvos. Even though they are supplied only with copper, they pack a punch. Like, even with the copper, they're doing 11 damage pretty quickly. And then the scatters are only doing 3 damage. But they're doing pretty much just as quick, so I don't really know which one is doing the most damage, but oof. I'll be back. Alright, back at it. Oh shoot. No, no, no. Get me out of the range. I just want to deal with these guys first if I can. And then move around and deal with these guys second. I still have all 12, but I feel like I'm gonna be in range. Screw it, I can lose a troop or 2. I'm taking out the turrets first. I might actually take out the core in the process. Ooh, I took out the core in the process and accidentally blew up my own troops. With the core explosion. So anyway, this episode is getting decent length here, decently long, so I'm gonna go on ahead and cut it there. We'll check out all of the new research now that we have unlocked, speaking of brand new, Jupiteum. Huh, well, I'll have to definitely dive into the research tree because a lot of this stuff is brand new, and I don't know how much of it is V7 and how much of it is Exogenesis. I mean, I guess it says Exogenesis, but I'm going to increase my thorium production on this zone, obviously. I think that's like the biggest thing that I can do here is thorium production. And then we will just continue to check out the tech tree next time and see what all is going on. But that is going to be all for today, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.